Alrighty, sir. Go get him.
Alright, good morning everybody. My name is Romac, and I'm here to bring you guys my jailbreak tutorial because I always constantly get asked how to do this and how I do all those main settings and stuff. I was like, maybe if I explain this for you guys, maybe you guys will try it yourself. The art of jailbreaking. Jailbreaking is pretty much just taking the limitation that Apple puts on all of their patents and all their other stuff on the side and make it so that you can do whatever you want on the inside of it. Pretty much just exploiting everything. And here are a couple of things that I did with my iPod a couple of years ago and some I did this year. Names are inside of the locks and inside of the actual thing I put the words of what they're called so you can look for them. Words that you guys should learn, they're untethered, tethered, and respring. The first two words deal with the actual jailbreak, what they're called. You'll hear those two words a lot. Tethered means you cannot let your phone restart or turn off, otherwise it'll go into a break loop. If it's untethered, you can turn your phone off, you can do whatever you want with it. If you turn back on, it'll come back to exactly where you had it. Bricked is, I'm pretty sure, is a very common term most of you guys have heard. When the software on your device actually like corrupts, and then you can't use your phone anymore. With Apple, you're lucky that you can restore it back to normal if you would like. And respring, it's just a way to say a really fast restart, quicker than rebooting your device. You just want to restart, just refresh everything, just slide it over, and it'll respring like a couple steps. Requirements: Mac or Windows computer, one of the three devices, the charging cable which comes with it, the Wi-Fi. Even if you have a phone, you need Wi-Fi too. The Red Snow software, which you get from Red Snow US. There are two other programs you can use: Green Poison or Snow Breeze. I prefer Red Snow. I think it's easiest. And if you are trying to go to a different firmware, you can get the ISPW, the firmware that you're running off of Google and Google Download. Now, this is the ironic part. It's called Red Snow. This is what you'll see when you download. You'll see a running pineapple. It doesn't make any sense. Before we start, I remind you that jailbreaking is still legal. So if all you guys think it's illegal, you kind of don't want to do it. It is legal. But if you do it, please back up your device first, because a lot of people sometimes don't do it for whatever reason. If you get caught in a break loop, you'll be kind of stuck there, and you don't want to start over. At least you can get your stuff back. But until then, let's begin. Now, when you open the Red Snow firmware, this is what you'll see. If you're already on the firmware you want to be on, you can skip 1 and 2 and just go straight to the jailbreak. But if you wanted to start over, you want to get rid of all the music you don't want, and just start over a fresh new device, then you can click on the ISPW and put in the ISP that you downloaded from Google, and then it'll confirm it, and then it'll be okay, and then you can click the word jailbreak. Once you click jailbreak, you'll see a brand new thing that gives you a bunch of things to install. Main two things you should install is Cydia, but if you have an iPod or iPad and you don't have the battery percentage, you can always install a battery percentage. Just like you might come in handy. After you hit next, they tell you to put it in DFU mode, which is where they actually exploit the Cydia on it, and they give you 3 steps. The 2 are faded, you kind of can't see them, but they'll do it instructions. So when you have it plugged in, they'll say hold the power button, release the power button, hold the power button with the home button, and then release the home button. And then you'll see, it looks like this. Once you get here, you do not do anything else. The computer does the rest of the work. You'll see a bunch of codes coming into your phone. It looks like gibberish. Then you'll see a pineapple doing some exercises on your screen, loading, just moving all your files and all your apps and stuff. And then you'll come back to normal. But if the only thing I say is if you're upgrading from your firmware and you did not update from Apple, you'll end up with the new thing with the new setup thing where you'll come when you set up your iPod. And then when you go in, you'll see a white icon. The city is not useful. So what you do is you keep your iPod attached to the cord, and then you go back into the Red Snow and you click on the extra, but you just hit just boot. Once you hit just boot, it'll put you back in DFU mode. Take about 2 minutes, and then you'll come back to normal, and you'll be at Cydia. Once you get to Cydia, this is where you can do whatever you possibly want. You start with this is the first page that you see when you first start. It says user, hacker, developer. I just click on user personally for myself because I'm not that active like that. And this is the home screen when you come in the city. There's CDS sections, changes, manage, search. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. But first thing you should do, if there's an untethered, find the untethered, install it, and then you can try turning it off. It should turn right off and turn right back on. You should be fine after that. After that, you can go explore. The sign next to city sections, that is where all your apps in order what you're looking for, add-ons. If you're looking for something specific, you can come to sections, look for it. And the sources are where the sections will be at. So all the source packages are under section to put in order for you. And then your package, under the manage, you have packages, sources, and storage. Storage shows you how much room you have on your device from city and other apps. Packages are where all your APKs are, your download that you want. As you can see in my packages, this is a picture of mine. I had ad blocker, Android lock, and Barrel, the main ones that you guys might find useful. Installing one, you can either go into search and click. If you know the name of it, you might think search is easy, but if you're just browsing around and you want to look for something, I did this one. I searched up Android lock. You click this right here, give you the thing. What you want to do is you want to scroll down, make sure it's for your iPhone or whatever device you have, and make sure it's the right firmware. They'll tell you for iOS 4 and up or iOS 6 and up. Make sure it's yours, and then when you want it, you click in the right-hand corner where I have circled up there, and then it'll come down, and you'll see, instead of saying reinstall, it'll say install or change, and then it'll go through, and you can install it with this beautiful black thing. Looks like it doesn't make sense. It'll either say restart Springboard, reboot, or return to Cydia, and once you do, you have the app. Now, once you find it, it's usually under your settings app. If you can't find it in your settings app, you'll find it on your home screen. If it's not on your home screen, it's usually induced with your stock apps. So, in this case, I have Wi-Fi booster on mine, but you can't find it. You'll never see it. It just adds on to the actual stock Wi-Fi. So I can get Wi-Fi from like at the cathedral across the street, about like 200 yards away. Here's the things you can add. You can add themes, you can add some home screen widgets. Let me see if I can explain this to you. This right here is a thing of Barrel. When you split the screen, it does some funky animation. This one's a cube. The first one on the bottom to the left is info lock. Somebody who's constantly constantly gets notifications, and you don't want to open your phone from. You just want to see what you have. It's right here. Top one's just a theme that has moving clouds that actually move across your apps. They actually go through the name and has colored font. And then the one in the right hand corner is Dashboard X. It has a bunch of home screen notifications. One at the top, if you notice the Wi-Fi and the plug-in and the weather alerts on the home screen. Here's a couple of tweaks that I personally use. I think I would suggest to you guys. I suggest Barrel winterboard themes. The themes are fun. It just makes it look a lot nicer. Flex, unless you change the color of your notification banner. I know you guys be tired of going gray all the time. The Android lock, all my friends asked me just to put that on there because they want more security. Any custom notification banner, you can have anything you want. Thank you guys.
Thank you, Dr. Matt. Very nice. Elwood?